Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we're going to be taking apart this saucer, rebuilding it, cleaning it all off, and putting it back together. This is a 1981 Williams Solar Fire, if that helps. First we're going to do, let's take these 4 screws out. Let's get some of the stuff out of my way. Make it a little easier. It always helps when you get some of your stuff out of the way where you're closer to your work area. Just to minimize your garbage. You know what I mean, Vern? Alright, that will come off like that. Pretty simple, huh? Now we will take my tool that I just set down and we'll break these loose and get them off. Oh yeah, see the thumb? That's what happens when you bring yourself out a soldering iron. You gotta keep it clean and constantly keep it clean. Alright, let's clean these out. We can widen this. Oops. This way. We will get these clean and then throw them in the parts bin. This is just naphtha. Thanks, Mike. Mike's the one who gave me the jars. I got 2 of them, one for alcohol, one for naphtha. Just gonna clean it off, clean the bracket off, inspect the coil stuff, which is perfect. I never had one bad, but that doesn't say it won't happen. I'm sure it's gonna happen on something really odd that I need to get fixed ASAP. And I can't get the parts in time. I'm sure it will. Clean. Get the sleeve out. Put the sleeve in there for the time being. So if you watch my live stream, you can see there's a brand new coil on that flipper because I couldn't get the new coil sleeve in the flipper, so I'm holding on to them. As you can see, that one went in. It went in tight, but it went in. We'll just reassemble this to get some parts out of our way. So the new coil sleeve in, and then we just cleaned all the brackets for it. We still got to do the rest of the saucer, but figured let's get this done. It's out of the way. It's clean. We can get all the bolts and screws, or nuts and screws. Alright, now I want to keep this bracket down tight as I can. I'm doing actually 2 things with my thumb. Holding the screw and keeping the bracket down tight. Don't have to really He-Man these, but you want them tight. There. Do them too much, you'll strip the screws and then you'll be going to the store to buy new screws. So that will go back down like that. That's clean. We're done worrying about that. Now we will worry about this. We will get this clean. I like cleaning off the springs. They don't do much when you clean them off. They do a little, I guess. You get less friction against the plunger because it's clean. Plus, now this thing looks better. It's actually shiny again. Alright. Now here's the trick. We got 3 screws here. We have to take a coil sleeve I can now throw out. I think it was just these top 2 flippers. This other flipper here, I actually put the original coil sleeve back in it. I told Dave I am not destroying another one of his coils that I paid for in order to do that. I said, if you want to futz around with it and do it, you can. I am not. I said he would need a new coil for me to correct it. I ran a drill bit through it and everything. Alright, so these we'll take apart. Now we're going to note this side's got a big fat washer on it, and this one's got a little thin washer on it. So when we take it apart, it stays like that. This, I'll have to take that off there. Let's move you to right here. Here. All right. There's a clip, the fat washer, and a plunger this side. There's a clip, a skinny washer, and that's it. And I will need my Q-tips again. Oh, they're right here. I never moved them. We'll need that to clean these pieces. Well, inside the shaft there. These I can just clean with my naphtha on the towel. And as always, keep stock of these pieces if you can. Go to a hardware store, buy extra. This is just hardware store stuff. Regular, real, oh, this is sticky. It's been greased at one time. Look at my hands. You can get that stuff from the real hardware store, like an Ace or True Value or something like that. I don't know so much about Lowe's or Home Depot. I know a real hardware store, you can get stuff like that. Yeah, look at that. Black. It's been greased at one time. Somebody greased it at one time. Alright. That's all clean. That's in good shape. The last one I had to take a punch right on the end here and hit it with a hammer on a flat surface to spread this back out to make it tight. Because I had just a hair bit of twisting to it. It wasn't wobbling, it was just I could twist it a little bit. So we wanted to get that clean. Alright, this is clean. Dry now. So we will take the green scrubby and clean it off. This is good too. Clean that off with the green scrubby. Clean. Now this we will degrease. Then we will grease. Grease and degrease. We will do both. Alright, let's have some fun conversation. How many of you guys are subscribed? I bet you less than half you guys are. It's like 60% of my viewers are not subscribers. They're repeat viewers, but they are not subscribers. So apparently I'm doing something cool enough for you to watch over and over again, but you're afraid to commit and hit that subscribe button. The subscribe button is free. It doesn't cost you anything. This way, every time I upload a video, which is usually anywhere from 1 to 3 or 4 times a week, you will know. And did I tell you to take a picture of this? You should have. The reason why I didn't is because I have 2 more. I have one over here and one actually right here that I can look at. But if you don't have that luxury, you will need to take pictures of how this whole thing went together and came apart. Now we'll get a little bit of my naphtha on a Q-tip, and I'll clean out this hole here. Look at it. Dirty. Alright, that is clean. This one. That one is clean. Why are you putting that dirty Q-tip back in there? Well, it is dirty, yes, but it is cleaning and breaking up the old grease. That's clean now too. Alright, that's garbage. Alright, so what I want to do is this area right here. Actually, let's use this one. I want to clean this kicker top off. This piece, you will see through the playfield from time to time. Not a lot, but you might get a little glimpse of it every now and then when it kicks a ball out. So I just like to polish them up just a little bit with the Scotch-Brite, just so they kind of look a little nicer instead of dirty. These are actually in really good shape. You'd have to have that. Alright, hands together. Little super lube. Just a little bit. We're going to put on several key areas. This whole shaft. And we'll get it on the front of this, the back of this, just where the hole is. Right on here. This way. No, not on there. I will wipe that off. Here and here. This will get wiped off. That's getting the plunger on it, so we don't need that greased, because that's not steel, it's fiber. Alright. This will be the first piece of the puzzle. That will go like that. Let's see. It will go like that. And then this piece is the fun piece. That goes like that. Then we get that spring. Put that spring on. That goes over that. See? Senior. This goes on there with the clip. Actually, that could have been oiled a little bit. So let's do that. I was thinking it was the other part, but it isn't. Alright. This gets just a little. It's got that mating surface on it. And I dropped a spring. There. Clip. Let's get that back on there. Come on. Well, center it, Mark, and you won't have a problem. There. This will go on there. We didn't grease that. Doesn't need to be, because that's like a Bakelite piece, and it doesn't need to be greased. So let's wipe my hands off. Now we'll move the camera back to where we were. Alright. So now we got that. Now we'll put you back like that. Get some screws. Get the screwdriver, well, nut driver, and start applying these back to where they belong. And get right back to where you started from. And that needs a little tweaking, maybe. We will find out once we get some screws started the rest of the way. Oh, actually no. It's perfect. Just had to center the holes. There we go. I seen that this hole was off a little bit. This whole mech looks just like it's bent to me, which looks weird. Well, spring goes like that. This goes like that. Now on this, before you tighten the screws down, you want to make sure it moves freely. So if you bind the plunger the wrong way, when you put the coil on top of the plunger, it will like be jammed down there and it will be locked down and won't move. But as you can see, we got a good clean movement out of it. There. I like doing crisscross with the screws like that. This way, you got those two holes lined up. That will automatically line up the other two holes. And those you don't have to He-Man down too tight either, because they are in wood. But if you do, you just take a toothpick, coat it with wood glue, stick it in a hole, and then put your screw back in, and that will repair your stripped out hole. You don't have to let it dry or anything. I've seen people that do that. I don't like doing that, because then you're kind of like fighting to get the screw in. If you put the toothpick in there with the glue wet on it, it will expand with the screw and then become one of everything. It will expand to the screw size, it will mush into the wood, it will soak into the wood, and it will be a perfect duo. Well, this is done. Springs on there nice. It's not binding. It does what a saucer does. Kicks the ball out. And that's it. There will be some cool stuff along the bottom here. Give us a thumbs up and take care. And later, subscribe. Later.